Hey everybody, this is pearlwitleBB here, and I got another game for you guys. This is a really good replay. I'm proud of this game, and it's me against another Diamond League, and he is the blue Zerg spawning over here. His name is Sneaks, and he's pretty sneaky, as you'll see. Yeah. So the map is Metalopolis. There's these two Zelnaga towers in the middle, and if you control one, you can just barely see the other one, so you can know if the other person controls it or not. And if you control both of them, you'll see any attacks that are going to come at you. If you control this one, and the person knows you control that one, they can go all the way around here and then attack your base. And if you control this one, you can just do the opposite and come down on the bottom. So if you only have one, you're not guaranteed to see an attack coming, but if you control both of them, you definitely will. So I'm going to scout down here at the beginning, and see he's not in the close spawn position. He's going to use his overlord and see that I'm not in the close spawn position by air. So I'll send my drone over, or my probe over to the far expansion and see him. Surprisingly, he's not 6-pooling me or 8-pooling me or something like that, because that keeps happening to me whenever I play this Zerg game. Like, up to this game, the 5 games before it, 3 out of the 5 times I was like 6-pooled or 8-pooled, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I won every single time, but I was like, whatever. So he's taking a 14 pool there, so he's really going to get the economy going. He doesn't actually know my spawn location yet. He knows I'm not in the close spawn by air. So I'm kind of surprised he did that, because if I was like right here, and I did like fast stalkers out of 2 gateways, this could really be like in danger. I could kill the queen off and get a lot of drone kills. But he's lucky and I am in the cross spawn position, so I'm probably not going to do that. So I'm putting down my cyber core, and then I forget to mine my gas for a little bit. That's pretty bad, but it'll be okay. I'll stall at 50 by the time this is finished. His drone's gonna come over here and finally let me set myself to busy. Okay. So this drone's gonna come over here and finally scout me. As a zealot is not gonna quite be out yet, so he's just running around. Okay, so he doesn't really scout anything. Oh wait, maybe he does. I don't remember. So I get my cyber core going on that upgrade right away. Oh yeah, okay, so he's scouting around. He sees my only 1 gas, so he knows I could be 4-gating him. I don't have quite as much energy as normal, but possibility's there. But I did 1 gate expand, so once he sees that, he'll know I'm definitely not 4-gating him. This overlord might scout it, I don't know. This one's coming in for the base scout. Yeah, so I just did a 1 gateway expand. And this is normally pretty safe against a Zerg. If they go for a pool first, I wouldn't recommend it. But if they go for hash first, you're normally... Hey guys, pearlwitleBB here, and I got another game to cast for you guys. This one is a doozy. It's quite long. It'll probably be in 2 parts on YouTube, so... Actually, it'll definitely be on 2 parts on YouTube. It might be on 3 even. I don't know. Yeah, so my opponent here is Sneaks, and he's the blue Zerg spawning in the left-hand position on, or the 9 o'clock position. I just said the left-hand position. That's weird. Okay, so he's in the 9 o'clock position on Metalopolis, and I'm on the 3 o'clock position on Metalopolis. So it's cross spawn, and yeah, so there's these 2 towers, and if you control one of the towers, you can see the other tower, so you know if the other person's controlling it or not. And if you control one of them, like say I controlled this one, and he was trying to attack me, he could bring his units down here, and go around here, and then attack my base, and I would never see him. And same thing with this tower, I could go up here and attack him. So if you control just 1 tower, it's not like a guarantee that you're going to see an attack coming. I mean, you probably will, but it's not a guarantee. So you just got to keep that in mind on this map. So yeah, it is cross spawn, so rushes they'll take longer time to get to your opponent, so it'll be less effective, and he knows that, and he's gonna well, he doesn't know it's cross spawn, but he's gonna hope that it's cross spawn and take his expansion quickly here. He does a 14 pool. He knows I'm not in the close spawn by air because he has Overlord. So he's hoping I'm not in the close spawn position, because if I was, it would be really easy for me to do like 2 gateways with a cyberkinetic score where I'm currently boosting out stalkers and really put pressure on him, his hatchery, make him make a lot of lings and delay drones, probably kill a couple drones, kill a lot of lings, maybe even kill a queen or something. So if I was in close spawn, I would probably go for that kind of a build where I would save for another gateway right now, and then when this finishes, to start chrono boosting stalkers like crazy. I'm supply blocked a little bit, that's kind of bad, but it was only like 3 seconds, so it was okay. So yeah, here's his first scout. He's finally gonna figure out what location I'm in, and he sees there's no expansion for now. So he got in there a little bit before my zealot, and if he was after my zealot, say he had scouted up here first and then came over here, my zealot was sitting right there, just click on the mineral patch and your drone will go right through the zealot. It'll hit you, but your drone won't die, so you'll be good. My zealot is there now. So, do I know about his early expand yet? I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, I did see that. So, I'm going to respond with my own Nexus. This is really, really safe, actually, because I know he went for a 14 hatch, and it's cross spawn in Metalopolis, which isn't the biggest of maps, but it's not tiny or anything. So, it shouldn't be very hard for me to hold this at all. Like, right now, he's got 2 lings, if I look at the units tab. He's got 2 lings, and I got a zealot. 1 zealot can beat 2 lings, no problem. It would take two lings forever to kill a Nexus anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I am getting a sentry right now to try to push away this drone, so he doesn't get to see my tech. He doesn't actually know about this early expand yet. 1 gate expand is pretty fast for a Protoss, but not quite as fast as like a Forge expand or something, which should actually be, I guess it's doable. You could use the Nexus as part of the wall in, but I'm not very good at Forge expanding, so. Alright, so my sentry's out, and he will kill this drone real quick. And then I was hoping to get the drone kill earlier, so he did see my robotics facility. I'm going to be going for early Colossus, so I have both these gas, and I'll get both these gas soon. I should be transferring drones down now. I got a ton of them. So I am currently boosting my next sentry because I'm a little worried about pressure. I have a zealot and a sentry 7 minutes or 6 minutes into the game, so if he really wanted to, he could have cut his drone production and pumped a bunch of lings. I wouldn't recommend that, because if I did have more sentries, then he would really be in trouble, especially because he doesn't even have speed right now. So, oh, that's a bad route for that Zergling. He died. So I'm getting both these gas, so I'll have a ton of gas here real soon once I remember to transfer drones or probes. Yep. So I got 3 on both those. Now I'm putting this pylon here to make it a little bit harder for him to get in my main, and I can warp units down here really easily. I definitely recommend putting a pylon there. Now he is taking his 3rd. This is turning up to be a really big macro game. I'm not going to scout this for a while. I kind of had a hunch that he did this in the game because if he wasn't going to do that, he would have built this second base, and then he would have pumped a bunch of units and tried to kill me or something, a lot of roaches with speed, or maybe go for Hydralisks or something like that. And since I didn't see that coming, I did assume that he took this 3rd. It's not that uncommon when a Protoss will get this fast first base, this fast natural, that he would get a fast 3rd. He also is getting this in base, so he's really going to have a lot of larvae. He's going to get the extra queen there to poop creep tumors, and she'll probably go over to that hatchery by the time that it finishes. He does have an Overlord coming over here to scout. He's going to see my robotics bay. I'm a little supply blocked right now. That's pretty bad. Oh, that's really bad. I don't even have a pylon building. Oh, this is a long supply block. Okay. It's already been like 15 seconds. I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Oh, I'm looking at, okay, I was looking at my observer. I should have paid attention, yeah. Okay, so that supply block is going to last about 45 seconds, and that's really going to put me behind in this game. It won't be that huge of a deal, but I do get a step behind because of that really long supply block. Also, my money's pretty high right now because of that. I couldn't build any units. So I decided to throw down a second robotics facility and really go for a lot of Colossus. He does know about them, so he's probably going to be getting a Spire here at some point. He's getting the roach speed right now. I have enough gas to easily get the thermal lance. So, yeah. So I did see his third base here with my observer and his macro hatch. So I really feel safe taking this. I'm not really worried that he's going to put pressure on me for another couple minutes. And I'm also getting the forge to start up my upgrades because it is looking like it's going to turn out to be a long macro game. Where's the APM tab? Oh, it's M. Okay. My APM is not very high in this game, but I don't know. 50's not that bad. I'm getting everything done at least. So he's really pumping out his upgrades right now. He's probably going to be going for some kind of attacker later. He's getting burrow. He already has roach speed. He's getting the tunneling claws for roaches. He's getting +1 attack, range, and +1 armor. He's also getting up that Spire, which is going to be good against these classes, so will allow him to build the Corruptors that do additional damage versus massive, which classes are obviously massive. Excuse me. So my third just finished. Now I'm going to put down some cannons here. I'm also going to ball in with some extra gateways. He knows about this because of his overload right here. So he's going to be going with his roaches. This isn't really like this is kind of more of harassment than like an actual attack. I could squash this army right now because I have 3 Colossus with the thermal lance. I don't have any +1s yet. He's got 1/1, but as you'll see, I would destroy this army if he actually stayed there and tried to fight me. Like, I could have force fielded him, and I was so close to being able to do it. So he's still building drones. If you look at the units tab, he's beating me in drones by 8, and he's about to be beating me by like 15, which isn't that bad, but I should be building probes still. Okay, so I see these roaches coming. I'm going to bring down my Colossus again. So now I have 5 Colossus at this point, and he's got roaches. Like, roaches aren't going to do anything to 5 Colossus. And I know that, and he knows that. So he's running away, and I'm pushing forward. Unfortunately for me, on the production, there are 5 Corruptors, and the +1 Zerg Flyer attack upgrade. There's also more roaches, and there's the 2/2. So his upgrades are really, really good right now. But my army is way better, and he's going to heal up all those roaches with the OP ability of mass healing underground. So I'm going to come in here, and I have my observer. I'm killing off some of these creep tumors. These are like saving grace Corruptors, because if this army had engaged without these Corruptors, he would have no chance. Even without it, he's a long shot. And I pull back my Colossus, and I'm sniping the Corruptors, which is good. That's what you want to do. But right now, I mean, I've been in this situation a lot of times where I have this kind of Colossus ball, and then a lot of Corruptors come out, and they kill all my ground units, and then I'm stuck with Colossus. And they're pretty good force fields there. Not the best. I'm not in the best position. So I decided to pull back. I know he's building a lot of units right now. He's got 8 roaches and 5 more Corruptors coming out. I might have been able to win the game, but I also might have lost all my Colossus and then been really far behind. So I'm deciding that it's better for me to just pull back right now. He is only on 3 base, and I'm only on 3 base. So for me, I'm very happy where I am right now. I have 6 Colossus now. So I'm going to stop Colossus production there because, yeah, because like having too many more Colossus, he might go for like crazy like 30 Corruptors or something, and then kill all my Colossus, and then my Stalkers be left to fend for themselves. He might get Hydralisk and just rape my Stalkers. I don't know. So 6 Colossus is the magic number for me right now. I'm just going to focus on getting all the upgrades for my gateway units and get more gateway units. He's got a bunch of changelings in here, which are actually going to get really annoying as this game goes on. So I have a wall in here from these 4 gateways and cannons behind it. So if any lings try running by here, they have no chance. Roaches got a little better of a chance, but I see the roaches coming and work a bunch of stalkers in, and I'll pull over my main Colossus army. So I'll just lose a gateway and a cannon. But not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. If I didn't have anything in there, he could have ran in here and sniped my Nexus, which would have been a huge kill right now. If you look at my money, this is really bad, because I should be getting more units. I should just throw down a bunch more gateways. I need to remember to morph these too. Protoss late game, you want to have as many gateways as you can. Probably 20, 25 gateways. I also should go with that 4th base like he is. But having 25 gateways is great, because after the big fight, then you can warp in 25 units. So 50 stalker, or 25 stalkers is 50 supply. It would take you like 3 warps and you'll be maxed out, because you'll have like at least 50 probes. You wouldn't obviously want to only get stalkers, but if you really needed the units, you could spawn them in really fast. And then especially when, say you're on 5 bases, you're going to have 20 chrono boosts saved up, because each Nexus can hold 4 chrono boosts. So you mass chrono boost those gateways. You can produce an army faster than anybody, even faster than a Zerg. So yeah, especially because you can warp that army anywhere on the map. So even if the Zerg is getting an army, it's going to be coming in from all these different locations. And say your army was like right here, you're going to kill the ones from this, and then you're going to kill the ones from this, and then you're going to kill the ones from this, and then you're going to kill the ones from this. And he's not going to have a chance to like clump up all his units so that they can fight together. But you will, because you can warp in any pylon you have. So I'm getting my 4th base here, and this is really annoying. He's about to... Oh, no, he's not. Never mind. Okay, so he's coming in the 3rd. I don't know if he saw the 4th or not. He could kill that too. So my Colossus get really out of position there, and I really wish I had Blink. I could have blinked underneath those Corruptors and done a lot of damage. Right, so the Colossus, even though they're getting destroyed by the Corruptors, they're roasting these roaches alive. So all the roaches are gonna die, but all the Colossus are gonna die too, because you can see he's got what, 12 Corruptors. That's a crazy amount of damage, and he's got what's it called on top of that? He's got the +1 attack. So I would say he actually won that fight, even though I killed all his roaches. Roaches are cheap as balls. Like they're extremely inexpensive. Colossus, on the other hand, are very expensive, and it's going to take me a while to reproduce those Colossus. I'm actually not building any right now because I don't have the gas to. I'm trying to get the gas up on this expansion as fast as I can. So if you look at the income tab, we have exactly the same number of harvesters, which is good with me. And then he's beating me on, oh wait, yeah, he's beating me on gas, but I'm beating him on mineral intake. So I don't know, I guess that's okay with me. 1 second, this sound is really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear me talking or something, that'd be bad. Sound, turn that volume down, okay. Alright, sorry about that. So I'm getting as many upgrades as I can. I'm now getting Void Rays, because Void Rays are really good against Corruptors. Void Rays aren't massive, so the Corruptors don't do more damage against them, and Corruptors are considered armored, so Void Rays will do more damage against them, especially when they get charged up. When they get charged up, they eat Corruptors for breakfast. They'll also act as meat shields for my Colossus, so they'll have more shots, like they'll survive longer, killing more roaches and more hydras and whatever's on the ground. If you look at production right now, he's getting his Greater Spire, so he'll be able to morph those Broodlords, and he's also getting the 3/3 ranged attack and carapace. So his roaches are going to be pretty scary on the ground, but they just killed my 4th, which was really bad. He's running away though, because he sees the Void Rays, he sees I have a ton of Stalkers. He doesn't quite have the 3/3 yet. He's now getting Infestors, which is really good, but I'm also getting High Templar, which are counter to Infestors, because I can feedback them. I have 2 Colossus in there. I'm not trying to get too many Colossus, because 1, I don't have very much gas, and I'm trying to use that on upgrades and High Templar. And then 2, I know he's got a ton of Corruptors, and one thing, he's actually morphing them all into Broodlords now, but one thing, if you get a lot of Colossus at the beginning like I did, and then stop making Colossus, he might make a ton of Corruptors, and those Corruptors are going to be worthless if you don't have any Colossus. Like, sure, they can kill a couple Void Rays, and they can corrupt things, but they're not really worth the food supply that they cost. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm actually feeling really good about this fight. He doesn't have nearly as many roaches as I have Stalkers. but he does have the Broodlords. I'm blinking right on him. Colossus are shooting away. The Void Rays are shooting away. I should tell these Void Rays right now to focus down the Broodlords, because they do additional damage versus Broodlords when they're charged up. I keep blinking on him. I should have sniped those infestors, but they already got their fungal growths off. Now my stalkers, I'm back at home warping in units, and I didn't quite have my head in the fight. These are some like hero Colossus right here, but I needed to snipe the Broodlords much faster than I did. If I had done that, I might have been able to win the game right there, but it will keep going. He's not going to win the game because of that fight, but I'm not going to win the game because of that fight either. He doesn't have any anti-air, so these two Void Rays are going to go to town, but he is pumping Corruptors, and I know that, so I can't stay here too long. I should be focusing on these Broodlords because that's a much more expensive target. Really should have killed that Broodlord. It's a much more expensive target than shooting the Roaches. Thanks to my crazy amount of gateways, I can replenish my army pretty quickly. I'm also currently boosting out the three upgrades for ground, which will make my stalkers really good against the Roaches. Now my stalkers need to get down there really fast. Go stalkers, go. Okay, they're being slow. But I really should have my army positioned like right about here, because then if he attacks here, I can get there. If he attacks here, he can get there. Do not have it all the way at one base, because then if he attacks the other base, then you're in trouble, like I am right here. Now I'm blink microing. He is outnumbering me with the Roaches, but he decides to run away because of these Void Rays probably. Also, even if Archon's coming from the High Templar I got. I am researching the Psy Storms so that I can storm, and he's getting 7 Broodlords, so that'll rebuild the ones that he just lost from the previous fight. I'm gonna pause this game for a second. Okay, the unit composition you probably want against this Broodlord, Roach, Corruptor, Infestor is, as a Protoss, at least I would say, what you want to go for is about 4 Colossus, about 4 to 6 Immortals, because Immortals are really good against Roaches. And on top of that, if the Broodlords shoot the Immortals, they usually have the Hardened Shield, and they're pretty good against the initial attack of the Broodlord. Not against the Broodlings, but so the Colossus kill the Broodlings, the Immortals kill the Roaches, the Stalkers kill the you get Stalkers and High Templar on top of that. So you blink in and basically suiciding the Stalkers and kill the Broodlords. You use the High Templar just blanket storms all over the army and feedback any infestors you see. Then the Colossus will kill all the Broodlings, and the Immortals will kill the Roaches. So I don't quite have that composition yet, but it is what I'm actually going for. The Void Rays aren't bad either. Throwing Void Rays in there, tell them to focus down the any Corruptors first, and then I would go for the Broodlords after that, because the Corruptors will kill your Colossus. And without the Colossus, the whole thing kind of falls apart. And then upgrades are really crucial in that too, because a Broodling does like 5 damage, and if you have 3 armor, then a Broodling does like 2 damage, so you're cutting its damage by like 60%, which is huge. And then also if you're a Zerg player, you want to get not only the range attack for the Roaches and the air attack for the Broodlords, but you want to get the melee ground attack, because it actually does increase the attack of the Broodling. You can get all the way up to like 8 damage, which is really good. Because like say that Protoss didn't have any shield upgrades, like I don't have any right now, those Broodlings would be doing 8 damage. It would only take 10 Broodling hits to break through a Stalker shield entirely, which is like really amazing. Also the ground armor helps the Broodlings. So you can get some crazy good Broodlings, and it's really annoying because your units will shoot those and more will just spawn, and it's like, come on, this is annoying. So he keeps being annoying with this Overseer. But it's finally going to go down, looks like it. Yep. Okay. I'm keep building Void Rays, because Void Rays are good against this composition here. He doesn't really have any... he doesn't... Okay, he's got 1 Infestor. Where's that 1 Infestor? I don't know. But, oh, here it is. Okay, I don't know why he's not getting Infestors. Maybe he knows I have High Templar. But having, like, 4 Infestors is really good, because the Infested Terran's good for harassment, and the fungal growth is really good for killing the Stalkers, because they can't blink when they're fungal growth, and that really is annoying, because then the Roaches can just run right up next to the Stalkers and just wreak havoc. Okay, so I'm thinking that he's going to come for another attack on my 4th, so I'm moving my army over here just to intercept that. but he is actually going for the main with his broodlords and his roaches. So I'm gonna kill these lings, and then I have to run right back over to my main to stop this. So my cannons won't really do anything. I should really transfer these drones for these probes, but yeah, he's just wrecking my main right now with these broodlords, and this is really annoying. I did know that those roaches were there. I assumed they were, but I had to blink into that those broodlords because they were doing way too much to my main. All right, now I'm gonna storm this. I really don't want to turn around and fight this because it's really good composition against what I have right now. Now I do get lucky and kill a lot of these corruptors, but yeah, in the end, this fight's probably gonna go to him too. These High Templar need to morph into an Archon. Alright, cool. So he killed all my Colossus. I think I only had like 1 or 2, but now the roaches are really good against the stalkers because I mean, it's really hard to do all of this stuff at one time. Like, I'm trying to focus down the broodlords because broodlords are really good, but I can't stay too close to the roaches because roaches are really good when you're close to them. That's why this competition is so good for Zerg, and it's so hard to beat it. I really should be making some Immortals or some Colossus right now. Like, I needed some kind of robotics facility unit to combat this. I can't just do it with stalkers, especially if you got infestors. Then it would be a nightmare. But now I'm gonna take these. I should be taking these probes soon and transferring them all to my 4th. And yeah, I'm getting my 5th too. He's already has 5th mining for a little bit. He's already mined out 200 of the unit of the minerals, and his 4th is almost depleted actually. So if you look at the units lost tab, he's actually I've lost a little bit more units. That's not what I'm hoping for because I know his army is more powerful than mine. I'm hoping that he's about to run out of resources or something, and like this is his last army or second to last army, and hopefully if I just keep trading armies with him, he'll run out of resources faster than I will, and I'll be able to win the game. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Yeah. So I got a couple stalkers need to go do something, and probes. The little idle probe symbol will come up there in the game. Definitely click on it when you have idle probes because they're just eating up your supply and they're doing nothing. So yeah, I'm like completely oversaturated here. If you look at the income tab, he's probably killing me right now. Yeah, he's beating me by like 600 on the minerals and like 200 on the gas. Alright, now I see that he's killing my main, but I can't really do anything about it right now. I should cancel that Colossus. Instead, I'm just gonna try to transfer down here to be my main. So I'm gonna, because I don't have enough stalkers right now to combat even like the broodlords by themselves, let alone the roaches. That he's got a massive horde of roaches. So I'm just gonna let him sack my main and rebuild as many gateways as I can over here. I really should go for the robotics too. I don't do that, and that's probably why you can tell I'm probably not going to win this game, and that's why I don't win the game, because I don't build the robotics. I might not have won anyway. I probably wouldn't have won anyway. I'm not saying I would have, but it would have been a good idea to build that. So yeah, my 3rd's mined out. My 4th is a 1/3 of the way mined out, and my 5th's just getting started. So I do have minerals, but he has way more. Like, look at he's maxed out basically, and he's got 4,500 minerals. So he could lose his army, and then just click whatever his hotkey is for just click whatever. Yeah, he can click 4 and click S R, whatever the hotkey is for roach. I don't know. I think it's R. And rebuild an entire army of roaches. And 2 armies of roaches could easily beat what I have right now. I did build a lot of cannons, which is going to fend them off for a little bit. Once those broodlords get over here, I got no chance because the broodlords have too much range. So he's going to come up here and kill my 3rd, which is already basically mined out. I am getting a little bit of gas from it. You see my money is getting up there because I didn't have gateways for a while. Now I'm going to start warping them in. Actually, I'm supply blocked. But I'm going to start warping them in as soon as I get unsupply blocked. Yeah, I'm throwing out a ton of pounds right now. Let's look at my APM now. Oh yeah, my APM's been going up for this game because this has been a really, really busy game. And I think this is one of the better games I've played. I'm definitely going to play a little bit differently next time. If I get in a late game like this, I'll know what to do more. Get the Immortals and get the High Templar up. I didn't get quite the number I wanted. You probably go for about 8 High Templar.
That's 8 storms plus 4 archons. Now you actually get more storms than that if you have the high Templar for long enough. And that could have changed the game, because if you lay down 8 storms on these roaches, each one does 80 damage. That means 3 storms kills a roach. If they burrow, then they're just leaving these broodlords vulnerable, and then you can blink right into the broodlords and start sniping them. You don't want to do what I'm doing now. I'm shooting the broodlings, and that's worthless because they're going to die on their own anyway. You want to let the Colossus do that, and blink underneath the broodlords and snipe them. Okay, so I GG'd there. We had a nice conversation after the game about how it was fun and how OP roaches are. But, yeah. So he was actually pretty good. He probably was about to take this base, and he definitely knew the composition Deserve would want to go for. The only thing he might want to get on top of this is the infestors. He never got. He did get 1 wave of infestors, but after that I didn't really see any. I mean, you don't need to get a huge ball of infestors, but just like 3 or 4 infestors makes a huge difference. And he did have the gas to do that. So that's the only thing I would change about his playstyle. Mine, I could have changed the game if I had my army in position. I should have had it about here when he sniped my 4th 2 times, I think. And that really, really hurt my economy. Then if I'd gotten the Protoss composition to combat him a little bit better, then I could have possibly won the game. But if you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.